Welcome back to the channel. If you enjoy true crime, unsolved mysteries, and the darkest stories from around the world, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new mystery. Every week, we uncover real cases that continue to confuse investigators and haunt people for decades. Now dim the lights, put on your headphones, and prepare yourself for one of the most disturbing unsolved mysteries in American history. On the evening of April 11th, 1981, the quiet mountain town of Keddie, California, looked like one of the safest places in America. Surrounded by tall pine trees and peaceful forests, the small community was home to families who believed they had escaped the dangers of big cities. Among them was Sue Sharp, a 36-year-old single mother who lived in Cabin 28 with her 5 children. Sue had moved to Keddie, hoping to give her family a better life, far away from the problems of the past. On that Saturday evening, everything seemed completely normal. Sue spent time with her children while her oldest son, John Sharp, invited his close friend, Dana Wingate, to stay overnight. Sue's daughter, Sheila Sharp, decided to spend the night at a friend's house nearby, while the younger children remained at home. The family watched television, talked, laughed together, and slowly went to bed without knowing that this would be the last peaceful night for some of them. Sometime after midnight, unknown attackers entered Cabin 28. What happened inside the cabin during the next few hours remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries in American history. A violent struggle took place in the living room, where furniture was overturned and blood covered the floor. By the time the sun rose on April 12th, 1981's Tauf, Sue Sharp, John Sharp, and Dana Wingate had been brutally murdered. The shocking part of the crime was that 3 younger children sleeping in another bedroom were found alive and had not been physically harmed. However, 12-year-old Tina Sharp had disappeared without a trace. Police immediately launched a massive investigation, searching the nearby forests, mountains, and rivers with officers, volunteers, tracking dogs, and helicopters, but Tina could not be found. As detectives examined the crime scene, they discovered strange clues, including evidence suggesting that more than one killer may have been involved. Several weapons were believed to have been used, and investigators suspected the attack had been carefully planned. Police questioned neighbors, friends, and possible suspects, but no one could explain why the family had been targeted. Rumors spread quickly throughout the small town, and fear replaced the peaceful atmosphere that people had once enjoyed. 3 years later, in 1984, a man searching for old bottles in a remote forest nearly 50 miles away made a horrifying discovery. Hidden among the trees were human remains that were later identified as Tina Sharp. Her death raised even more questions. Why had she been taken from the cabin while the other children were left behind? What had happened to her during those missing years? Investigators continued to follow every lead, but every theory seemed to end in another mystery. Over the years, police focused on several suspects, including men who reportedly knew Sue Sharp, but there was never enough evidence to bring anyone to trial. Some important evidence was lost, some witnesses changed their stories, and many people criticized the original investigation for serious mistakes. As forensic science improved, detectives reopened the case several times and used modern DNA testing to examine old evidence, hoping that new technology would finally reveal the truth. Although new clues emerged, none were strong enough to solve the case completely. More than 4 decades have passed since that terrifying night, yet no one has ever been convicted of the murders inside Cabin 28. The cabin itself was later demolished, but the mystery has never disappeared. Today, the Keddie Cabin Murders remain one of the most famous unsolved crimes in the United States. Books, documentaries, podcasts, and investigators continue to explore every clue, hoping to uncover what really happened on that dark April night. Was the attack planned by people the family knew? Or was there another hidden motive that has never been discovered? Why was Tina Sharp kidnapped while the other children survived? Who entered Cabin 28 under the cover of darkness? And why have they never been brought to justice? More than 45 years later, these questions remain unanswered, making the Keddie Cabin Murders one of America's most chilling and haunting unsolved mysteries. If you enjoyed this mystery, Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next investigation. Until next time, stay curious, stay safe, and remember, some mysteries are never meant to be solved.